Dear students, very good morning to all. Hope you are fine. Today's our offline class is about exchange of gases between alveoli and blood and between blood and tissues. Now let's first study the exchange of gases between alveoli and blood. Diffusion membrane. The wall of alveoli is very thin and has a rich network of blood capillaries. Due to this rich network of blood capillaries, alveolar wall looks like a sheet of flowing blood and is called diffusion or respiratory or alveolar capillary membrane. This membrane is made up of three layers. These include number first, thin squamous epithelium of alveoli that lines it. Number second, endothelial lining of alveolar capillaries that surround it. And number third, basement substance. In between thin squamous epithelium of alveoli and endothelium of alveolar capillaries, basement substance is present. All these three layers make the total thickness of diffusion membrane much less than a millimeter, which is about 0.2 millimeter, 0.2 mm. Now here is a table which shows the partial pressures in millimeter of mercury of oxygen and carbon dioxide at different parts involved in diffusion in comparison to those in atmosphere. In the table you can see respiratory gas, atmospheric air, alveoli blood that is deoxygenated and blood oxygenated, then tissues. Respiratory gas, oxygen, its partial pressure in the atmospheric air is 159 mm mercury, while as in the alveoli its partial pressure is 104, that is 104 mm of Hg. In deoxygenated blood its partial pressure is 40 mm Hg, and in oxygenated blood it is 95 mm Hg, and in tissues it is 40 mm Hg. Now the respiratory gas carbon dioxide, its partial pressure in the atmospheric air is 0.3 mm Hg, while that in alveoli it is 40 mm Hg. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide in deoxygenated blood is 45 mm Hg, and in oxygenated blood it is 40 mm Hg, and in tissues it is 45 mm Hg. The partial pressure for oxygen, that is represented by PO2, in the atmospheric air is higher, that is 159 mm Hg, than that in the alveoli, that is 104 mm Hg, and partial pressure for oxygen, that is PO2, in alveoli is higher than that in the deoxygenated blood in the capillaries of pulmonary arteries, which is 40 mm Hg. As we know, gases diffuse from their higher partial pressure to their lower partial pressure. Therefore, oxygen moves from atmospheric air to alveoli and then finally to blood, whereas the carbon dioxide movement is in opposite direction. The partial pressure for carbon dioxide, that is PCO2, is higher in deoxygenated blood, which is 45 mm Hg, than that in alveoli, which is 40 mmHg, and it is further low in atmospheric air, that is 0.3 mmHg. Therefore, carbon dioxide moves from deoxygenated blood to alveoli and finally to atmospheric air. Now, the exchange of gases between blood and tissues. Gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged from blood capillaries to body cells and from body cells to blood capillaries respectively. The partial pressure for oxygen, that is PO2, is higher in systemic arteries carrying oxygenated blood, that is 95 mmHg, than that in tissues or body cells, that is 40 mmHg. Therefore, oxygen moves from systemic arteries to body cells while it is utilized for catabolic reaction, during which carbon dioxide, water and energy are produced. As the carbon dioxide is produced in the body cells, the partial pressure for carbon dioxide, that is PCO2, is increased within the body cells, that is 45 mmHg, than that in blood capillaries, that is 40 mmHg. Therefore, carbon dioxide moves from body cells to the capillary blood through tissue fluid. Now the blood becomes deoxygenated, which is carried to the heart and hence to the lungs via pulmonary artery. And this was about the exchange of gases. Thanks.